The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Y'all started from PBS Kids, what you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video.
It's my scene, my scene. You know what I mean. It's my scene, you know what
Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriyanna. Welcome to or welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hook's pirate ship. I am the captain. You were not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why? Bring your ass closer to the camera so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriyanna, and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment, and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Hey everyone, quick little insert. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm currently having a 50% off store-wide sale for my merchandise. Everything is 50% off with a minimum purchase of $5. Your discount will be applied at checkout. Okay, thank you. Now let's continue with the video. Today's video is going to be a bit of a rant, and I got the title inspired by Miss Vixen. You guys should really check out Miss Vixen magazine, podcast, everything. I love them. I love everything they do. I love Queen. She's amazing. The link to Miss Vixen's article and video about this will be linked down below, but basically hers is called Why I Stopped Talking to Light-Skinned People About Colorism, and the way she was going off in that, it was reminding me of so many of the issues I have when I talk about like hair and non-black people feel the need to butt their irrelevant ass opinions in on it. And you know what, why I stopped talking to non-black people about black hair. Now, Miss Vixen's video is about the subject of colorism. Very important. You guys should check that out and listen to what she has to say. So many of the issues when it comes to the sake of black hair has to do with feminism. And feminism has a lot of problems right there in itself. Oftentimes when I talk about the problems with feminism, it's just straight cis hetero able-bodied white women that don't want to shut up and listen to nobody. And that has to do with the fact that feminism was created for them and nobody else, not no other kind of woman. The feminism that y'all know today, it's actually called womanism, but feminism is a more popular term. That's why more people use it. When people use the term feminism and then they're talking about, you know, what the white cis hetero able-bodied white women are doing, they just call that white feminism. But feminism and white feminism are the same thing. Now let's get into why I stopped talking to non-black people about black hair. Let's talk about my history with my hair. My natural hair is 4C, the thickest, most kinky, coily hair type. And because 4C hair is just like so difficult to manage, my mother decided to relax it. And I was not really upset with her for making this decision, even though I didn't really have a choice in it because my hair was difficult to take care of. In middle school, I started to do my own hair, fried that shit out, and until I was in 8th grade and stopped using heat on my hair, I did that up until I was about 13 years old in the 8th grade when I stopped using heat on my hair, and I just did like braid outs and twist out styles on it while my hair was still relaxed. It was slowly starting to revert back to normal. Well, I wouldn't really say revert back to normal, but it was starting to become healthier. And that is how I was wearing my hair and dealing with it up until I was 20, because when I became 20, I realized that I didn't really have as much time as I used to in my middle and high school days to take care of my hair as much as I did. I don't care what nobody say, either your hair is relaxed or it's natural. It takes a lot to take care of black hair. So that's why I started doing braids simply for the sake of that. And that's just kind of what I've been doing with my hair ever since. My hair is relaxed, barely wear it out. I have braids in for 3 weeks, take them out, wash it, let my hair breathe for 2 weeks, and then I put braids back in. The only time my hair is ever really flat iron, I don't flat iron it myself. It's when I need to get my relaxer touch up, and my hairstylist that I have been seeing since 11 does that for me. While I personally do not use heat on my hair, relaxing it has made it more manageable for me. Plenty of black people can relate to what I just said. Non-black people, y'all don't know what the fuck I was just talking about. So that right there is enough to tell you that what hair means to you will be different than what hair means to me. Because my hair has caused so much stress in my life, and I'm not saying that non-black people have not had stressful hair situations. I understand. I watch a lot of white TV shows. I know about Bad Hair Days. I've seen Bad Hair Day. That movie was weird. Because my hair has caused so many issues within my life, it's not just hair. Now we gotta go on the subject, why do y'all straighten y'all hair then? Baby, no black person is straightening their hair trying to be white. Yes, some do, and we blame racism for that because that's way more nuanced than we think. Let's get into it. Also, I need to make a notice about when black people have straight hair. It does not function the same as non-black people's hair. Like, straight hair on a white person is not gonna be the same as straight hair on a black person. Black people do not get blowouts and relaxers and press outs on their hair for the sake of wanting to be white. Black people straighten their fucking hair all the time because their hair is so hard to manage. A black person straightening their hair is not cultural appropriation. No one is trying to be white. There are some people, those are people that we pray for because they need help. But no, people straightening their hair because it's easier for them to take care of. And also, if you did your fucking research, you would know that black people have gotten in trouble for natural hair. The hair that grow out of their head has gotten them in trouble. Black kids have literally gotten in trouble at school because their hair was seen as a distraction, or it wasn't seen as kempt and nice and put together. Black people deadass be getting fired for having their natural hair out at work because it's seen as air quote unprofessional. An afro is not unprofessional. Hooters, I even heard for the longest that they didn't even hire girls that had like ethnic hair. Like, I heard they didn't hire girls with braids and locks or froze. Like, if you were a black girl that wanted to work at Hooters, you had to have your hair straight. Like, comment down below if they changed that rule because I'm curious. I want to know. If y'all can let white women show up to work with wet hair and messy buns, y'all can let black people show up to work with braids and twist outs. Moving on, you do not have the same hair as me. When the subject of black hair comes up, non-black people with curly hair feel their need to butt themselves into their conversations all the time. And I get this comment a few times that goes along the lines of this: black people aren't the only ones with hair like that. And no, that's not necessarily true. While yes, a lot of black hair care can be very beneficial towards non-black people with curly hair, it's not the same. And that's because of genetics. While your hair may look similar to a black person, and let's be real, that resemblance is very slim. It ain't that much of a resemblance as y'all think it do. The resemblance don't be there as much as you think. At the end of the day, your hair is not going to be the same as mine. It just does not work like that. It feels different. It responds as different to products. It responds different to water. Y'all see my edges? Like, y'all see this? This is what we call naps. Y'all don't have naps. Y'all don't. Now next one. Why do you care so much about non-black people wearing black hairstyles? And the issue is that y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't understand why that is an issue, because black people, we have been conditioned to think that our hairstyles, like, you know, I have braids and afros, twist outs, all of that jazz, and are conditioned to be ugly. Even like the entire situation with black people wearing colored wigs. Like, wearing colored wigs used to be seen as something that was air quote lowbrow, but once non-black people start doing them, and it's not just white people, because K-pop, y'all are guilty for this. Once white people started to do these things, non-black people started to wear black hairstyles, they were seen as hip and cool and trendy, and it was very unfair because, no, why are you getting mad at us for wearing, this is our culture, this is our upbringing, this is what our ancestors did and used. Like, if you guys know that black people used to braid hair as a way of like use as a map, like using it for trails and finding their way back. Like, it's very creative what black people used to do with their hair for the sake of survival. It's interesting. It's like, one, that is not your culture, but then also two, black people don't have to share their culture with y'all all the damn time like y'all want. And three, it's because these styles are seen as hideous and ugly on us, which are our style, and seen as unprofessional, but when they're seen on non-black people, they're seen as hip, cool, and trendy, and it's not fair. And then also, y'all just look a mess with this. Y'all don't look good, and then also, y'all hair is not made for this. Like, your hair will literally fucking fall out. Like, I remember somebody was like, why do you care so much? They're aware that their hair gonna fall out if they wear box braids, yada yada yada. I'm like, no, that's not your culture, baby. You can appreciate black culture, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, there's a lot of culture out here that I think is amazing and beautiful, but I am not that said thing, so I am not going to be involved with it. It's just that simple. That is called cultural appreciation. I'm not out to be out here appropriating something that was not meant for me, baby. But like I said, like, do y'all not see how ridiculous y'all look with these styles? Like, that's what I just don't get. Like, it looks a mess because it's not made for y'all. Like, okay, anyway, let's continue. And then the last part I just want to get on is not that deep when black cartoons don't have black hair. Yes, it is. It actually is that deep. I'm just gonna read straight from this because y'all get on my nerves. White people fail to understand that they're not the only people that like cartoons. Why is it that when black people ask to be represented accurately in the media they're seeing, they complain, but when white people want to scream about Bean Mouth is taken seriously? Like, I kid you not, white people be complaining, there's too many blondes in this show, add a brunette. And I'm like, okay, we hear you out, representation. But us asking for a black person to not have that damn box on their head because y'all didn't want to draw hair on them or them to be bald is asking for too much. We need to talk about Rainbow High. Now, Rainbow High, while I do appreciate the diversity within the series, I really wish that they would do more with the black girls' hair. Okay, quick note. I need to talk about the Rainbow Dream band from Rainbow High because this is the only time I have seen black girls in this show have black hairstyles. And you want to know what? They're barely in the show. Like, we do not see them that much. Like, come on. Because these black girls are literally wearing their hair straight all the time. And yes, there are black girls out here that do wear their hair straight all the time. And that's not an issue. But not all black girls wear their hair straight all the time. And it's very concerning because Rainbow High is a franchise for children. I remember when I was younger and I had Bratz dolls and whatnot. Like, I had black dolls when I was little. And none of my black dolls had hair like me. Like, none of them had afros. All of their hair was just that 30-inch silk press, 30-inch weave. That's literally what their hair was, and it was very confusing for me because I was like, she looks like me, her skin color is the same as me, why isn't her hair similar to mine? There's plenty of black girls out here that wear their natural hair. There's plenty of black girls that wear braids all the time like me. There's black girls all the time that wear locks. We're not a monolith. The reason things like this are important for animation, especially animation for kids, is because kids should be able to see themselves in the shows that they're watching. I don't want another generation of black girls being confused about why the dolls they have hair doesn't look like theirs. They're gonna be confused. Like, black children are gonna be like, why my hair don't look like a 30-inch lace front wig? And like, so much of what I watched growing up, the black girl's hair was straight. Or if it wasn't made fun of. Like, one thing I really appreciate about the 2003 Teen Titans is that Bumblebee's hair was in Afro puffs and there was nothing said about it. Like, nothing. She just had Afro puffs and they were just super duper cute. But I remember on Total Drama when Lashana's hair like went from straight to like curly because of the humidity or when she jumped in the water and whatnot. Like, they tried to make it out to be like her hair looked terrible. And I'm not a fan of the Winx Club, but y'all know that one clip of the black girl where her hair was in an afro and they told her that it was ugly? Like, this stuff matters. This is children watching this. Like, even the Boondocks did something like this, and y'all know the Boondocks is a commentary on, you know, black. But I remember he kept talking about how he wanted to straighten Jasmine's hair, and her hair is just always in like this big ass afro, and it's honestly messy because Sarah don't want to learn how to do her biracial daughter's hair. He was so happy when he figured out how he could finally straighten Jasmine's hair, and I'm just like, why are you trying to hide the natural hair that come out of her head is not a problem, Tom. Y'all just need to learn how to style it. And by styling it, not straightening it. Braid it, damn. Like, I'm sorry, but Tom and Sarah really could have took their daughter to a black African hairdresser. They could have took her to the Dominicans and get that shit braided. They could have found solutions for their daughter's hair besides straightening it. They just chose not to. Because of me not really seeing black girls with, like, you know, I wish I had more Bumblebees. I wish I had more Susie Carmichaels back in the day, because not seeing that really is what led me to heat damaging my hair when I was 13 years old. Why I stopped talking to non-black people about black hair is because a lot of y'all just don't get it. You're not going to understand it, and then a lot of y'all lack empathy. Y'all don't want to understand why black hair is so frustrating for black people. You don't want to understand that your hair is not like mine. Y'all just don't want to listen, and it's just very frustrating, and it's just very annoying. And at this point, like, if y'all want to try to argue with me and tell me that your hair is like mine, that y'all can wear these styles and your hair not fall out, or you don't care it's gonna fall out, or you don't care about black culture or this and the third, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna respond. It's not worth it, because I'm no longer in talking to non-black people of black hair. I have had issues all my life that have to do with my hair. I have had to deal with white people not knowing how to do my hair. I've had to deal with white people frying my hair off. I have had to deal with white people fucking up my shit. Like, literally, my hair will be fine, and then next thing you know, they'll just do something, and then it will look a hot ass mess, and everybody else on set is looking fine, and I'm over here looking like boo boo the fool. Like, y'all are just not gonna understand the struggles that a lot of black people have with their hair, and that's all right. That's okay that you're not gonna understand these things, but y'all need to learn how to shut up when black people are talking about hair problems. That's just mainly the big deal that I just want to get across from this. Thank y'all so much for watching. This was a rant. I know my sister ready for me to shut the fuck up, so she just nodded at me. How rude. But if you guys want to know ways you can support me on Patreon, buy me coffee, Ko-fi. I have donation links going on right now for my web series The Progenies. I have merch. Use code HOTSPOT30 for 30% off. Follow me on everything at Harriyanna, HARRIYANNA. Support my web series, stream it for free. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night.
'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate. Just congratulate.
Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the chemical X. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all because of the